I cannot believe this, but I just recorded a 30 minutes video and I forgot to press play. So, well, let's restart. And hopefully this is going to be better because this is me speaking again. So this is a accountability check-in video in response to a video that I have made around July 2025. So 12 months ago. It's it's the title is I'm too comfortable. I am sharing my system for finding a new challenge. And I have this book, a notebook that I have written, lots of journaling and reflections in there. The video is just to explain my system. Um, in the video, the book was a lot nicer looking, and now it's just completely messy and written and well lived, which is a good sign. I love these kind of things. So the summary of the video is that I'm looking for a new challenge. I have a lot of questions I was asking myself as part of reflection, and then I've been writing down as I am on planes or in hotels because it's too hot to go out. And 12 months later, which is now, I do want to do a check-in of what I have done. The summary, which is good because I've recorded the video before, so I know what the summary is. I'm just reflecting out loud while recording. So I'll start with the summary and then we go into details later, which I think is much easier to watch videos. The summary is that I realize I personally need intellectual challenges and intellectual stimulation for me to define a new challenge. If it's not intellectual, it's not something I respect. It's not something I spend a lot of my time on. It's not something I get a lot of enjoyment out of. The more challenging it is, the steeper the learning curve, the more I have to understand, the more exciting it is for me. So that's the conclusion. And the action that I am doing next is to redo my entire system, do it from 2026 perspective, focus on intellectual stimulation. The reason I'm saying this is because one of the things that I've asked myself is what's currently exciting me or exciting myself back in summer 2025. And there were 5 things that I have listed. And I did not realize this now until reflecting out loud while recording, is that in the past 12 months, I have been doing all of these things. The conclusion, as discussed, is that these things are not challenging enough. They excite me, but they're not challenging enough. The pattern that I'm seeing, and I'll go into details later, but the pattern I'm seeing is that these things that were exciting me last year was all things relating to lifestyle. And after playing around with that for a year, I realized that I do not respect a lifestyle challenge. And I also don't find a lot of enjoyment um, w- as focusing on lifestyle challenges. I respect intellectual challenges. The more challenging it is, the more respect and the more joy I get out of figuring things out of overcoming these challenges. It's really, really exciting. At the same time, I know not to have the challenge too complicated, but in a world of today where there's knowledge in abundance, I don't think that's a problem. So the 5 things that I've written last year, uh, which I have tried, the first one is fashion and styling. I would say that in the period of 12 months, I've done a lot into fashion and styling. It's not just about buying clothes, but also understanding a brands, understanding when it comes to leather, understanding the types of leather, exotic versus non-exotic, the different kind of tanning, chrome versus vegetable tan, different type of leather products, leather material, and then the stitching for leather, the the tan and stitching and the construct of leather. And then when it comes to other kind of fabric, the fiber, the fabric, the stitching, the style, the cut, I have gotten deep into that. The last 12 months, it has been very interesting for me to learn these things because it's all completely new to me. It was challenging enough, I was excited enough, challenging enough, but after 12 months of learning, and I've tried turning it into some form of business, it's not intellectually stimulating enough. And in the world of today, if I want to spend the next 5, 10 years of my life just focusing on this skill set, well, long story short, coming back to this, so annoying, but it's okay. Um, Basically, there were 5 things I listed that was exciting to me last summer, and that's something I was exploring to figure out, can that be a new challenge that I want to dedicate the next 5 to 10 years of my life on. The good thing is, of these 5 things, I have accomplished them. The bad thing is, I don't think, and the bad thing is, they are not the challenge I'm looking for. The conclusion is that these 5 different things that were exciting to me were all around lifestyle. And I've learned that I am not I don't respect when the challenge is lifestyle related. I respect when the challenge is intellectually stimulating, intellectually related. And so I now have an opportunity to redo this system to help me to discover and uncover what is an intellectual challenge that I want to dedicate my life on. I have picked something up and I've been exploring that for the last couple of months or weeks. But it's not intellectually stimulating. It's probably operationally heavy and there's a lot of things to learn, but it's not intellectually challenging. So now I want to figure out, okay, I've got that topic, which is agents related, and then I have a lot of opportunities to expand this into stuff that is intellectually stimulating. Using the word intellectually challenged just sounds like I'm a retard. But okay, so that's it. I'm figuring, I'm going to figure that out, which is good because I have tried something new, right? I've tried something new. I've stepped out of my comfort zone, and turns out it's not what I am looking for. And I do have, a lot of things that I've written down, but it's all predicated on this 5 lifestyle things I want to accomplish. And after a year, I've done them, and it's not what I'm looking for. So, time to go figure this out again. And yeah, I think it's going to be really exciting a really exciting time to explore this. I'm very lucky as well to have the opportunity. So, I'm going to spend some time, reflect on this, and go and work on it. So, we'll have a check in 12 months' time, so next summer, and we see how things are. Bye.